This is a review of my stay here at the Holiday Inn Express in Mira Mesa in the San Diego area. I booked a king room with points, and I'm staying in the middle of September of 2025. Let's go have a look. Hi there.
Hello, Sam.
How are you? I'm in room 420. The gentleman who checked me in said that he'd put me into the best room he has available. So it sounded like it could be an upgrade of some kind. I just booked a standard king room, and of course I paid for it with points. It's a big king bed, the sofa next to it, a giant lamp. Over here on this side we have a workstation and a bureau, a television. Down here is room to put the suitcases. We have USB ports located on both sides of the bed. Here on this side, as well as more over here on the TV. So plenty of places to plug in your devices, both with electrical outlets and with USB ports. One thing I'm not seeing in here is a room safe. Over here there is a refrigerator, a microwave, and a Keurig coffee maker, and an ice bucket. Look at this microwave. Looks like it came from 1985. Look at that timer. But I suppose it does the job. Here's a look inside the refrigerator. The air conditioner in the room worked very well, even though there's not a thermostat. Although it did rattle the bed a little bit. We've got a shower with actual glass doors, not curtains. Bottles of goo on the wall, it's pretty standard these days. Over here, plenty of towels. So that's the bathroom. Here's the closet, where there is an iron and an ironing board, as well as quite a few hangers. And these are actual hangers, not the ones with the little teeny hook to hang, and extra bedding down there. Very nice. Again, 25,000 points for this room. I got a little goodie bag for my status. I'm by no means high up on the status level, just platinum, which I think is near the bottom of the totem pole. Oh, there's a bottle of water, and a bag of chips. So all that in a bag of chips. It's nice to get a bottle of water when you check in, though. Here's the view out the window. I'm up on the 4th floor. That's Interstate 15. Over that way, this is Mira Mesa Boulevard, exit number 15, so that means we're 15 miles north of downtown San Diego. There is an ice machine here on the 4th floor, right next to the elevator. And there is no ice machine on the 3rd floor, so it looks like it's every other floor. There's only one elevator in this hotel. Let's go check out the fitness center and the pool. Here's the fitness center. It's open 24 hours a day. 3 treadmills, stationary bike that's not in service. A couple of ellipticals. And some free weights. So an adequate gym. And that's something I've never seen before. I'm not even sure how that works, if you have to pair them with your phone or... Pool is out here across the way. So it's not an indoor pool. But I guess, given what the weather is in San Diego, that's probably okay. Right now it's probably only about 70 degrees maybe. So not warm enough for me to get into a pool. There's a umbrella and a few loungers. Looks like a pretty decent sized pool. The parking lot is really small, especially for the fact that there's 2 hotels and spaces are quite tiny as well. Just at the edge of the parking lot is a Denny's. There are some other restaurants across the street over there. I see some advertisements for a happy hour. Over this way, on the other side of the freeway, is a movie theater, Edwards Cinema. And there appear to be a whole bunch of other stores too. So if you stay here and you don't want to have to get in your car, or perhaps you took an Uber here, there are a number of options that you can walk to, although most of them are on the other side of the freeway from here.
Actually, there are many more food choices nearby than what is apparent from the parking lot. Just across the street, there are a few spots ranging from barbecue to Chuck E. Cheese's, and across the freeway, virtually any chain or cuisine or price point you can imagine, including In-N-Out and Panera Bread. However, despite my initial belief while filming in the parking lot, walking to those locations on the other side of Interstate 15 isn't really advisable. The interchange is not well lit and there's lots of traffic and some high-speed ramps to cross. I think it's much better to drive over there. If you decide to forego the nearby food options, there is a small sundries market located inside the hotel lobby, although it has a somewhat limited selection and premium prices.
Over here it looks like they have a few items in their market. Over here we have like mini market burritos. Down below are pot pies. And then here on the middle shelf we have Haagen-Dazs ice cream. $4 for the ice creams. Laundry supplies and Tylenol. Here's a quick look at the prices. Can of soda $2, a bottle of soda $4, energy drinks $5. Ouch. And then over here are the snacks.
In addition to the market selection, the Holiday Inn Express Mira Mesa offers a daily free breakfast. The breakfast was good, consistent with what you'd expect from Holiday Inn Express, with an ample selection of hot items, 2 choices for sausage, and more than enough seating.
Area where the food is pretty crowded when there's only 4 or 5 people in here. I had to wait to come in here and film this. Bouncing off each other and circling around. Really difficult. So here's scrambled eggs, pork sausage, turkey sausage. I like that they give us a choice. I hate it when they only have chicken or turkey. Cinnabon cinnamon rolls, bagels, toast. Over here there's a pancake machine, and then juice.
What I didn't like was the small breakfast service area. Oh, and the fact that there weren't any knives available. Now maybe it's possible that I missed them, because sometimes these hotel buffets have a habit of scattering the utensils, like placing the forks in one spot and the spoons in a completely different area. But in any case, I ended up breaking 2 different forks while using them to try to cut my sausage.
So I want to print the luggage tags for my cruise. The printer I showed here at the Holiday Inn Express isn't working, but apparently these 2 properties are owned by the same company, so I can come over here and use this printer even though this is a Hilton property. That's kind of interesting, but at least I'll get my luggage tags printed. Replace toner cartridges. Don't seem to be having much luck with this project. Thought maybe I could just fake it out. It looks, the orange light stopped flashing, so that's a good sign. Nope, there it went again.
I guess it is out of toner. If you're able to email that to me, I can print that out for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
So that's my look at the Holiday Inn Express Mira Mesa here in the northern part of the San Diego area. As far as the overall value, I found this hotel to be really good value for the money, or in this case, the points. It's definitely some place that I will stay again on a future trip to San Diego. If you found this helpful, please click on the thumbs up so that YouTube will share it with other people who are interested in this hotel too. And if you enjoy the content on my channel, I'd be honored to have you as a subscriber. This is Postcard Dan in San Diego.